For the last 4 years, we've been working on rebuilding our DSP from scratch. We had this idea that instead of trying to put machine learning on top of the existing functionality we had, what if we built this really powerful machine learning platform and then built a DSP on top of that? And that became this incredible project that's taken us 4 years to do. We started working with our first customers on this platform about 18 months ago. And the big idea was, how do we dramatically improve the outcomes for marketers? So if you want to achieve a certain goal or outcome, we can use machine learning to do that better than any platform ever has. And you get all the power of programmability. You can bring your own algorithms, you can bring your own data, but you don't have to, because built in is our own machine learning and our own algorithms, so that you get those things out of the box, whether or not you bring your own algorithm data to the table.
So how does that change your business?
Well,
what's the roadmap?
Well, business-wise, we've always had a DSP product, and so that product will continue. What we expect is that over the next year, we'll migrate all of our current customers to this new platform. And we think that they'll see significantly better results, which hopefully they can use to win more business. We think that traders will save a bunch of time, which means that our clients can scale their businesses more. I think we'll see a lot of new customers that want to work with us because we've taken a big step beyond other DSPs. And so we think it will grow the buy side of our business significantly.
So you guys, we've talked about video for several years, you and I. Today seems to be a turning point in terms of the announcements you've made, the commitments of the company, becoming a full-blown video platform, it seems. Tell us sort of what the vision is and the product rollout and some of the partners and kind of what you're doing in the market now around video.
Yeah, well, I think there's no doubt that the video space is going to be programmatic. As TV moves more and more into a digital world, whether OTT or connected, we're going to be able to bring some of the technology and logic that we've always had in more of a web universe into video, especially into TV. And so what we talked about today really was how TV is very quickly evolving into being a digital advertising medium. And there's some really cool companies, whether it's Comscore or TrueOptic, who can bring audience data into the connected TV world. And you can bring all of the things that APP gives you, all of that programmatic, programmable, algorithmic technology, and use that to do TV buys that have all of the rich impact of a 30-second spot, 4K, lots of music and sound, and the real storytelling that we've seen from TV, but with the addressability that we get from programmatic. I think it's transformative. I think buyers will pay dramatically higher CPMs to show not just the right ad to the right person at the right moment, but a really powerful ad to the right person leaning back in their living room watching football. If you can hit the right person then, that should be worth an immense amount of money to the marketer. And that changes the game for all of us.
There are some very well entrenched people, companies, Google and Comcast and others, who are involved with advanced SSP products, services, stacks. Where will you guys fit into that universe?
Well, we've got our ad server product. So it's an omni-channel ad server. So we have large customers, like as an example, like Lagardère in France owns newspapers where they use us as their ad server, but they also own a television channel, which is like the Nickelodeon of France, and they actually use us for IPTV as the ad serving platform. And so we're able to actually give most of these omni-channel publishers an ad serving experience across all of the different distribution channels. We also have, as you mentioned, the SSP layer. So we can walk into a Turner, and for their CTV assets, we can be the programmatic enablement for CTV or OTT or traditional digital video. We also have our DSP, the new APP, where we can actually buy all of this really high quality connected and OTT and other premium video. So it kind of fits into all the aspects of our stack. What's very different than, I think, other parts of our business is just the richness of the experience we can provide. And I think that's going to be a big game changer for publishers and for brands.
And finally, Brian, you've been part of this whole ad tech world since it started, really, and a lot of changes, consolidation, big players buying up, several failing. How do you see the industry evolving, and where do we stand right now?
Well, it's interesting because if you look back to the beginning of the programmatic era 10 years ago in 2007, it didn't take long for a few categories of company to evolve. You talk about DSPs or SSPs. What I think we're seeing is the logical end of that generation, that the lines are becoming blurred. You can't just be an SSP and be successful. You look at AppNexus, we have an ad server, we have an SSP, we have YieldX for forecasting analytics, we have an audience extension product, and we're adding more and more pieces. And it's not just display, we have a huge investment in CTV, in OTT, in mobile app, in native, and of course display. So we're talking about a much deeper, richer set of things that we have to package up so that we can be the platform for a publisher. And I don't think any of those sort of, Lumascape companies are currently positioned well to be able to do the breadth of things that an integrated company like AppNexus can. And so I think we're going to see another generation of, sort of programmatic 2.0, where companies need to provide a much broader set of services. They need to have machine learning. They need to be transparent. They need to have brand safety built in. And that's why we launched APP today, is so that we could actually bring all of our investments in data science and machine learning and just fundamental technology and deploy them in a way that was completely impossible a decade ago.